So now I'm going to make a part 2 of the energy of the nines, because this year is a 9 year. It talks about how 9 energy is Piscean energy. And I feel like this book has a few important things to say for the energy we're kind of moving into. The North Node will move into Pisces this year, I think on January 11th. So let's talk a little bit about it. It says, okay, so like a person who is moving into a new house and holding a garage or yard sale where they sell their possessions at a fraction of what they're worth, the 9 person will be giving many things away throughout their lifetime. Indeed, a 9 is never truly fulfilled unless they find ways to give themselves to others. Many of them take this to the highest level and become saviors of humanity. Many great spiritual leaders and teachers are 9s as their birth cards. Often is the utter frustration with all disappointments in their personal lives. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, so we're about to be reading the second column, so if you want to... Anyways, okay. It says, often it is their utter frustration with all the disappointments in their personal lives that motivates 9s to take on such cosmic or universal work. In many ways, the 9 is the opposite of the ace. Whereas the ace actually needs to be selfish and self-centered, the 9 cannot. Each time the 9 tries to do things just for themselves, they reap untold misery and pain. It simply goes against the grain of their soul's existence. 9 is the second and the last of the spiritual numbers, 7 being the first. Like the 7, the 9 must follow a higher path to be completely fulfilled, and often this path is the exact opposite of what is believed and taught in our society. Thus, early life can be very confusing for the 9 person who tries to approach life in the traditional manner and meets with repeated failure. The conscious ones catch on quickly and realize that they are different and need different motivations in order to have a successful life. 9s can develop strong victim-savior complexes, and of all of them exhibit this to some degree. 9 represents the letting go of our personal desires and identity and merging ourselves into the universal consciousness. In this regard, the 9 person often identifies themselves with a great purpose, that of saving the world in some way. Instead of just thinking of themselves and their own personal needs, the 9 person now identifies with the world at large. In their 9ness, Piscean manner, they go about trying to save people in their world. They are often soft-hearted and gentle and are there for you if you have problems. They will nurse you back to health and will accept you when no one else will, as a Piscean would. However, there are 2 big problems with the savior complex that many 9s exhibit. First of all, it represents a complete denial of our personal power. If a 9 person is out to save you, they are in effect telling you that you are incapable of taking care of yourself. Whether those words are actually used or not, this is the underlying message of saviors of all kinds. Secondly, in most of the cases, the 9 person has not yet resolved their internal conflict about their own personal needs and the needs of the world, as they feel compelled to resolve as part of their life's work. A lot of confusion can occur for the 9 person because they have a hard time separating their personal motives from the universal motives. Okay, it says, okay. So, there have been some 9s who genuinely make a selfish contribution of the lives of others, and all of them experience truly selfish acts at times during their life. It is the 9's personal challenge to make the clear distinction between their selfish and selfless actions, thoughts, and words. This is especially true right now as we end the age of Pisces and beginning of the age of Aquarius. The 9 energy and the Piscean energy are one and the same. The clarity of the Aquarian energy will help all 9s make this important distinction in their life. 9s that are accessing the power of letting go that is inherent in their birth card are happy and somewhat carefree. They are giving and less attached to people and things in their life. They have a look of wisdom on their face. They understand life as no others can because they see well beyond their personal identity to the broad picture of the universe. The compassion they exude is real and comes from having consciously passed through many endings. Their happiness is real because it is not based on the acquisition of anything or person. It is based on the knowledge that they are in tune with the will of God and the cosmic flow. So, yes. So we know that Piscean energy, we're moving away from that self-sacrifice energy as we move into the age of Aquarius, where we are more focused on our individual truths, and then going out and helping others feel okay to do the same things.